Hey TransLash family, it's me, Amara Jones, with our weekly audience talkback. And I'm all beat, again, my face is beat, because we're continuing to do all of these amazing interviews talking about trans futures. Super excited about that conversation. So we will keep reminding you each week that that's what we're doing. Actually going on the road with our entire TransLash team starting next week. We're going to Atlanta and then Oakland and then a little bit of San Francisco, which is right across the bay, and then to Los Angeles, and then to Phoenix, then back to New York. A lot of that, we're all gonna be on the road. So while we're on the road, we have long stretches where we'll be in the car together. So we will be engaging each other, letting you in on what our thoughts are, bringing you in from the road, asking you to ask us questions. So just stay tuned for all of that. We'll keep these interviews going until we have a final product for Trans Day of Visibility, where we're gonna roll it out and have a conversation through this next documentary about the future trans. So keep that in mind. We're in a dark moment. That's why we're talking about trans futures. Stay with us, hang in there. We're gonna have a future. So let's talk about the things that are on and poppin' across all of our social media and digital platforms. We start off with really good news today because that dreadful South Dakota bill, HB 1025, failed in the Senate. So it's not going to take force, where it was basically going to ban the medical treatment of trans children to prevent trans kids from getting life-saving medical care. That failed, but there are bills in up to 18 states across the country and 200 anti-LGBTQ laws across the country. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna keep an eye on it. But good news starting out today. Of course, what was a lot of buzz this week was the Oscars, and particularly a moment where Billy Porter and Janelle Monae, two queer, gender non-conforming heroes, non-binary, met, and there's a really popular meme saying that it's two wizards coming together from two different conclaves because our land is in turmoil. We can argue with that. Also tons of discussion about the fact that Essence, the Black Beauty magazine, brought together for Black women of Hollywood basically the entire cast of Pose to celebrate them. And so just the inclusion of Black trans women in Black womanhood is really important because it just strengthens and underscores the fact that trans women are women and strengthens the overall argument for the rights of all women. So we're super thrilled with Essence, and it's always great to see all of them because they look fabulous and they represent us so well. So yay to that. And then a couple of other markers this week was the fact that, of course, it was Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, which disproportionately impacts our community. A lot of people that we love have HIV or HIV positive or living with AIDS, and so we keep them in our thoughts and prayers. A lot of us have lost people to HIV/AIDS. We might be living with it personally, and so we want to make sure that we continue to center that conversation because we can end the AIDS epidemic in our lifetime. And then another thing that was on and poppin' was a little video that we posted from the Anti-Violence Project about how to stay safe on online dating, how to stay safe in Grindr, when you're on Tinder, when you're meeting all these strangers, building a plan, how to stay safe. I know that y'all are in Grindr, I might be too. So just make sure that you stay safe and find various ways to protect yourself. Go to the TransLash Instagram page where you can see that at work. And then everyone's really liking all the memes that we're doing with the amazing people that we're talking with, like Chase Strangio and Chella and Alok, and I just finished with Fatima Jamal, an amazing conversation, and Andy Mara. So continue to like those and preview the snippets of those conversations that we're giving you, and stay tuned because we're going on the road.